the Apple stock. Again, look at it now. Apple is the big stock to watch today. Right now, it's up nearly 6%. That is an $11 gain. That means
that's it.
If it's at $212 a share, yep, that's a $1 trillion company right there. So it has joined Microsoft as a $1 trillion company. Like to say
they got there first.
Let's not forget their iPhone sales were down 17%. Their services business is on the upside, and they're going to do a stock buyback, I think.
Correct.
Right?
$75 billion.
Okay. Come on in, please. George Sehay. He's with Annandale Capital. George, you say that Apple is the kind of stock for our viewers. That is, buy this thing and hold it. Make your case, sir.
Apple is a strange stock, Stuart, and good morning to you. It's got a bifurcated set of constituencies. First of all, there's the trading community that like to sow fear about Apple's iPhones falling off a cliff and say the stock should be cut in half and should have a single-digit PE multiple. And then there's long-term investors who look at the greatest free cash flow generating company in the history of the world that has an incredibly strong services business that's growing like crazy and has all this cash they can do whatever they want with. They bought back nearly $300 billion of stock in the last several years, and they can basically do whatever they want at this point. So an investor ought to just buy this and put it away.
So
it's a consumer products and services company that ought to get a higher than market multiple.
You're describing what really amounts to a utility. You sit there and you milk it. That's what it's now all about.
It's still got growth in the services business, and that's going to be incredibly dynamic. And the amount of free cash flow it generates and the amount of stock it's buying back makes it very, very different than AT&T with $180 billion in debt, or Verizon, or a power company. Okay. It's completely a different animal than that.
Okay, now, when I think of a buy and hold long term, I'm thinking you buy it now and you hold it for at least a couple of years. Okay, 2 years from now, where will Apple stock be, do you think?
I have no idea where it'll be in 2 years. In 10 years, it'll be a lot higher than it is now. And the other thing about Apple, too, is it's a very seasonal stock. Usually they have their big investor event in September, and the stock gets sold off very hard after that. So I would tell an investor to be patient and not necessarily, if you don't already own the stock, don't buy it today. Wait for the fall. Wait for some weakness in the stock, and then add to a position then.
All right, George, we're listening to you. We hear you, and thanks for joining us. By the way, Apple's at $212 a share. That means it is a $1 trillion company as we speak. Got it.
Thank you, Stuart.
Venezuela's on the brink of collapse.